Hello and welcome to your 7th Java programming tutorial. In this tutorial we will be learning about for loops. To learn this we will be enhancing on the basic one that we had here. I have both tabs open. I have the input one and the basic. I'm going to go back to the basic right here. If not, you can just click here, click on this, and then click on the tab and it should pop up. But I already have mine here. So, the first thing we're going to do to this program is we are going to add user input for the age so that we don't have to go back into the program and change it each time we want to have a different aged person. So to do that, first thing we need to do is import java.util.scanner, and that is the import. Now, if you remember from the last tutorial, we need to make a scanner object. So, scanner input equals new scanner, and you need system.in to complete that. Now, we need to set, this is the variable we want to set user input for. So, now instead of having equal 17, we're going to set it equal to input dot next int. And that will make it so that when you run this program, it will, something is wrong. Is it running? When you run this program, oh, I couldn't tell it was running, sorry. When you run this program, it asks you for a number. If you put 18 in, it does all the way to sorry, that was wrong. So if you run this program, it goes all the way up to 18 if you type in 18. So the reason that messed up is because I swapped over to Dell and I had to retype the whole thing and I missed that equal sign. Sorry about that, by the way. So that works, and that's a good way to do it. But I'm going to teach you an even simpler way to do this. That will make it so you don't have to do this and you don't have to do this. Both of those lines will disappear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete those lines. And I'm going to change this while loop to a for loop. And it looks the same, but instead of taking one condition, it takes 3 things separated by commas. So the first thing you do is right in here, you enter the variable you want to be going up. And since we need this variable guess, we need to enter that variable because that's the variable we want to start out at 1, then have 2. So we go int guess equals 1. So that makes the variable guess. That's our number. And then what you need to do is when do we do this? Do we do it always? Do we never stop doing this? Because if we do something like while true, which is the way to say this is always going to be true, then it'll do this over and over again. So we need to have something that makes it true. So we're going to put guess is less than or equal to age. And then, sorry, I was wrong about the comma. It's a semicolon. I was blanking. I'm sorry. Now we're going to put guess plus. And the last one is what you want to happen to guess each time. If you put guess minus, guess would start out at 1 and go down infinitely because it would always be less than age. You can put anything in here, really. You can put any statement in here. I just recommend that unless there's a reason for it, never make it so that it goes on infinitely. Make sure it doesn't. So now when we run this program, it's going to do the exact same thing. 18. That's what you don't want to do. You need to stop that there. That's a way to stop programs if you have an error. Just by the way. which might come up in the future. The reason that happened is because I had minus minus instead of plus plus. So now I put 18 and it works. And we just took out 2 entire lines of code. So what this does is it says, okay, so right now we're going to have guess equals 1. So we do this when guess is less than or equal to age. And at the end of doing it, we're going to do this. So guess is 1. Is guess less than or equal to age? Yes, since we entered age as 18. So we are going to do this. Now we're going to add 1 to guess. Now guess is 2. And so on until it is more than age, at which point guess becomes 19. And that is how you do for loops. So if that's basically it for this tutorial, I will see you in the next tutorial. Please subscribe, and in the next tutorial, I don't actually know what we're going to be talking about, so you'll find out then. A little bit of a surprise.